toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will start this game off with the football. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history, finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
Turning it on! They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Collins. They've got the screen set up. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Here they're trying to get to the edge. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will have its first possession of the game. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get it started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going, make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Looking to pass. It's Croman Hope. throws to the wideout. Working on the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Can't get him to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Under fire! Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Now on the return, and he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Might as well give it to him again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate.
It's picked off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Tate. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. With the run on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
Smart decision. It's 3rd and short in the red zone. It's not there. You throw it away, and now you put it on your head coach. You want to go for this? On 4th, or are we kicking a field goal?
Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. He wants it all. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to...
Breaks into the open. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the 1st down.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense goes toss, but you guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
Back to pass, it's Collins. They really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
As strange as it seems, this is an easy decision. A little too far for the field goal. Punting does nothing for you. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him, and now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
To the air, it's Collins. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They've methodically worked it down the field. This, the 11th play of the drive. if the defense can get off the field now. Bringing the heat. It's complete to the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Between the uprights, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. And the returner will be knocked down. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and try to steal a field goal.
You practice these situations all during the week. You know you got to be fast, taking advantage of the clock, it's stopping, making sure you're throwing the football down the field to try to get some points.
And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Collins. Moving out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fakes to grab. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Marshall. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And as the clock is winding down here in the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal team. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable 1st half so far in Starkville. And how can we begin our analysis of that 1st half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
It's a seam wide open. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Right down the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Caught in the backfield. It's Weaver. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. The inside handoff. Breaks the tackle. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
Defense, man, you got to go low and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around. The number 1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Damn it! They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes a grab past the marker. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Collins. Rushes on him.
What the hell?
And the defense picks up a sack.
The guy in the middle never went out for a pass.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming in the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains. He uncorks one deep. Touchdown, Aggies! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You could tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double-checking to make sure. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And back to the air on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Weaver. That's some old-school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. The give out of the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
As an offense, you've got the lead, you've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just a blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
Quick toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. Throws to the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Quick handoff. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Got it in the middle, it's Tate. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got room to work. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Got him downfield. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. They're going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. This will be the 7th play of the drive and they need to convert 3rd and 6. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game.
Right, this running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
Punt is in the air. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort in that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Hauls it in. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Mississippi State going up-tempo. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. Finds his big tight end. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Makes the grab inside the 30. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Now from inside the red zone. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pulls it in. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Looking for the score. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Fires into the end zone.
Oh, my God.
And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the other?
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Miami had a dominant win The kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives, and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Got it behind the line. It's Marshall. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Got a little space. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Kick is in the air. Just needs a crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down.
Banger and that shit, that's wild as fuck. Getting past
Back
ball
to pass.
curves.
Finds his
Debating
tight
if I
end,
want to go off.
and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable.
I'd say
Really putting
second
this offense in a good position.
maybe the best
He
bet.
gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the
Wow, it has been textbook on the back end covering all night long for this defense. Did you see that defender break on the ball? It's like he almost knew where the quarterback was throwing it. You can't do it better than that.
Nothing there.
That's caught. It's
I can't believe they made the push.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. And
Yes, they
ground to cover,
updated
pick up the first.
Porsche Cup car.
Yeah, but it's kind
On
of
the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Late in the game with the lead, the defense obviously knows here the offense is going to have to try and throw it. Nice job in the back end there, not just in coverage, but almost picking that football off. That was a game changer.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Wesley, we can hear your views.
Yeah.
Pat, ain't you from like Louisiana?
Huh?
Yeah, where do you live?
Phoenix.
Well, fucking, what, like 80 degrees still out there, right?
No. It's cold now.
Well, how cold is your cold?
It gets in the 40s, 50s and 40s.
Okay, motherfucker, that's like a spring day over here.
Yeah.
Your cold is different from our cold.
That's what it
Our
gets down
cold
to
is
at
below
night.
zero.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. What is it during the day?
Around this time of year, 60s, maybe 70s, low 80s, but it's not really hot at all. You don't start to feel the heat. You don't start to feel the heat until like 90, 95 and above.
Okay, Pat. Yeah, just brag about how warm it is over there in Arizona. That's like t-shirt and shorts weather still over here in Ohio.
Oh yeah. But I heard y'all already got some snow and cold weather.
Yeah, it's fucking snow.
Yeah.
Wesley, you're from what, New York?
Yeah, there was one day, last Monday, it went down, or this past Monday, it went down, I think the high was, it was down to like 6 degrees, and it was crazy. Sorry, I don't like it.
Oh, his body isn't adjusted to the cold. You gotta start going out in you gotta go out in a sleeveless shirt and shorts when it's like 30 to get your body used to it.
I mean, I still wear shorts every Saturday when I bowl. When I bowl, I still wear shorts on Saturday. Even if it's 0 degrees
Yeah, by the time February get rolling around, you'll be nice and comfy. I see Striker got a snapshot of the car. That actually came out good. Yours. That came out better than what I. What took me the longest was trying to get the shapes halfway right. Cause I was looking at Kenz's car trying to get it halfway decent. I tried to look through the logos page and get all the stuff, you know, like your bowling and YouTube page and stuff on there. If you want, I can send you the Photoshop file too. I'm still surprised we finished, what, 9th and 11th?
You know, they fucked up the damn, whatchamacallit, the UI on the VR bullshit. Made it all blurry.
iRacing.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know they screwed it up.
You gotta love it when they fuck up shit.
That's unfortunate.
I mean, it's tolerable while you're driving, but if you're like trying to get through like setup pages or whatever, it's like blurry as shit.
Gotcha.
Which is about standard, you know, they fuck up. I don't know how the fuck they miss it. Like, I don't know who their beta tester was that had the VR headset on, but obviously they fucking missed something.
Well, you know, in most of these games, they